Pues qué tal, buenas noches aquí de Alfius. Algo noche, pero necesito mi dosis diaria de videojuegos, si no, un gamer no se mantiene vivo. Está haciendo un buen de frío, prepárese, gracias. Va a estar muy frío la próxima semana y el fin de semana va a estar lloviendo, parece ser que va a caer granizo, ya cayó granizo en la noche y pues solo cuídense mucho. Vamos a darle otro ratillo, nos quedamos terminando una de las misiones principales. Y pues a ver. Me está abriendo Facebook. Si no me veo, no cuenta. Volumen abajo, todo está funcionando. Está ahí. Estamos en YouTube, estamos en Twitch. Nada más vemos si no se desactiva. Bien, vamos. Ok. Anuncios, esta no lo tengo. Ok. Vamos a ponerlo, vamos a editarlo rápidamente. Agrego ese texto en la esquinita porque ya me pasó que alguien me comentó y la verdad estaba volteando para acá. Así que vamos a ver qué misiones. Professor Holmes Assignment. Quiet Giant Purple Toad with the knapsack. Ok, para bombarda. Sí. Oh, el tercero también es importante. Memory requirement.
Spare a moment. Deke has an idea to share with you.
mandrágoras, tal vez. No las uso. No las olvido.
When you have a moment.
Claro que sí, Dick. Vamos, una misión.
Deke.
Echa la misión, Dick.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Tomes and Scrolls. Vamos por el tomo para poder
Hogsmeade, here I come.
spawnearla. Como yo pillas de siempre.
Hello there, come on in.
Disculpe, pero vive en una
Plenty to
ciudad
look
que
at
no
here.
se venía muy seguido. Uf, hermoso verde.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Ya lo tengo, ya. Tengo el de 3 ya, ya no conviene comprar estos.
Let me know if there's anything else I...
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook.
Sí.
Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Voy por el Melted Trail y esa puede ser otra Curse Mission. Creo que era el de hielo. Está...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Sí. Thestrals. Miel. Cuatro, 5, mío.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Ya no era Mel. Quitas Mel. A ver, ya tengo un Mel. Ay, la tiene el que era mujer. Oh. ¿A dónde?
Now we can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals. Sauron will never believe them.
Revelio.
Para nosotros.
Everything's all right now. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Para la otra misión, ¿cuál es el punto? Bombarda Giant Purple Top, Giant Purple Top. Tenemos de poder.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Assignment's all finished.
interesa. Ese. Porque ya tengo crucio. Seguiría. Dark Arts. Dark Arts. Dark Arts. Classroom. Si me ocurre el Classroom. Y abajo de ese está el Undercraft.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu pan.
Aquí está el Undercraft.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
¿Eh? Dame la maldición. ¿Alguien viendo? El U. Así con ese. Saludos, greetings.
There's so much we don't know about beasts. So much.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise.
Yeah.
Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
Bombarda.
Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the...
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Aloha, Mora.
Si no me equivoco, traigo... ¿Lo puedo identificar? ¿Qué hago? Este. Ok, es un legendario, así que... Vamos a sala de ministerio rápido.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Hey. Tercer. Este es el swamp. Playa, bosque y swamp. Está la batería esta cosa. Saludos a quien esté viendo en Facebook.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Las cosas que ocupamos, que nada. Esa es de las últimas misiones que hago el día de hoy porque ya es noche. Está haciendo frío.
shit. Revelio.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Lugar de confringo. Bombarda. Ya no usaré este, la verdad, pero vamos a usar... Eso, tener otros que no son muy seguido, pero que son importantes. Con ese. Tengo los 5 ataques aquí. Están los 3. Y con una de las mortales voy a reemplazarlos de acá abajo. Reparo no lo uso mucho, esto tampoco. Crucio.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Revelio.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
is certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps why the centaurs are suspicious. I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers.
Revelio.
No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Someone messing about. My best work, I'll admit.
For magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Kiss.
dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Revelio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Bombarda. Reparo.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. And you! What do you think you're doing?
Incendio. Levioso. Defendo. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha, Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Radeon black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Always go.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed
Revelio.
tasks which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Incendio. Bombard.
Por hoy ya estuvo, porque si no me voy a entrar en ánimo. Claro, aquí está bien noche. Mañana le pegamos otro rato, así que muchas gracias por los que me hayan acompañado. Miren que varios se conectaron, mandaron sus saludos, no sé quiénes sean, pueden dejar comentarios todo el show. Así que bonita noche, ya hace el frío.